All right, what's going on, everybody? So, Macefully back again. And so today I'm really excited. We are finally finishing up our ODST Rookie. Hope everyone's having a good, chill Sunday. Not having to do too much. I had a very lucky, chill day with the family, so really excited to pop on stream to finish this guy off. Finally, this figure, no joke, has been in the works for roughly 6 months. So it started actually before I moved. And, you know, things happen. He just gets pushed to the side. Everything was packed up. I moved. I didn't have a place to work. But now, everything's ready. Everything's chill. So, last stream, we actually finished up our Snow Scout. And this one, incredibly fun. Posted them up on my Instagram. So at Macefully with an underscore. You can find me though. Unfortunately, I couldn't get regular Macefully. But posted up with this guy. You can't really see this sheen with the semi-gloss on my pictures, unfortunately. That's probably I'm an amateur when it comes to the actual photography. But super proud of this guy. And then we also did some weathering. We actually did most of the weathering on the Rookie last stream. And of course, I'm impatient. So off stream, as soon as I ended the stream last time, went and sealed him so that I could actually touch it. Because for those who haven't joined before, I use weathering palettes. And so it's basically powder that you put on your figures. You can't handle your figures once you've put on the powder. So I was super excited. So I went, sealed him up, and this is how he sits. So I'm super happy with how our metallic dry brushing and also our chipping went. We also did some carbon scoring. That's what I call it because I love my Star Wars figures. But just black weathering, right? So we got that finished up. Now, unfortunately, I was playing with the Rookie, moving him around, and we have some really bad paint rub on the thigh piece. So I'm going to touch that up, and then we are going to finish him off with some gloss for the visor. We're going to double check the weapons. So he has 3 that we've completed, right? We have the MA5B or MA5C assault rifle from ODST. Let's get that focus. We went through last stream, painted the details. I just broke it. But we painted on the, let's get that to focus in, the little 32 for the ammo counter. Painted our little green detail lights. We didn't have a broken barrel last stream. That's new to this one. That's unique. And we also glossed up the flashlight. I since have actually matte sprayed this assault rifle, so now we're just gonna have to touch that up one more time with some gloss. And now you guys get to watch me work with super glue with resin prints, which is super fun. Look, had it on standby as if it was meant to happen. Next we have his suppressed SMG. When I was younger and ODST came out, the thought of a suppressed weapon in Halo just really got me there. I was so excited. The trailers really sold it. And then in the game, you know, it's all right. But the real star of the show is this Magnum SOCOM. And I'm just so happy with how this one turned out. This guy was actually painted strictly with the official Bungie, which rip, but the official Bungie ODST Rookie cosplay guide. So I really tried to get super in-depth with the weathering, the camo patterns on his legs, which they're not perfect, right? But they're pretty close. And just the overall look and feel of a figure from New Mombasa, right? And Bungie, luckily, amazing guide. It really was a step-by-step process to help me. I'm just super happy with how he turned out. So, since we just broke it, first thing we're gonna do so hype, and then we have to add steps. We're gonna fix the assault rifle. Womp womp, broke the barrel off, but it happens. I hope the music is chill for you guys. Hoping to have just a nice, calm stream tonight. Just finishing up the rookie. Just a minute. Let's see. And feel free to say hi. I really want to try to check chat and talk with anyone in there while I'm working. Honestly, it makes it feel a little more personal. Makes me feel like whoever's in there is helping me finish this guy. Of course, stream-wise, it's only been a week that I've been working on the rookie. Less than that, actually. But life-wise, it's been a bit. And so with resin, whenever you're using super glue, you've got to find your right grooves. Otherwise, you will never get your super glue to work. Luckily, I don't have to sand. It looks like it is actually adhering perfectly first try. That is a blessing. Oh my God. Because I hate messing with super glue with resin pieces. With your plastic stuff, especially if you break a figure's hand, right? It's so easy to use super glue because of the way that it has that almost stickiness in the plastic already. And then you add super glue, you're good. Resin, no. When it's broken, it's broken. All right. Next, I've already got a good gloss on the reticle, the flashlight, and any of the little lights on the SMG. Let me hold my hand here just so you can actually see. So we've got our red lights everywhere. ODST is pretty tactical. And what's more tactical than little tiny red lights? And you see that with the SOCOM Magnum as well. On the flashlight slash laser slash whatever you want it to be. I for one did a flashlight, and then I actually bubbled up my gloss to where it would actually create a little lens effect. Okay, we got dancing dragons. All right, we like some LEDs. See, we like our red lights. Unfortunately, I don't think the rookie would be a match for a dragon. That's sad. But, you know, we're not playing Skyrim. We're playing ODST. Let me zoom in just a little bit here. All right. So while the assault rifle is drying up, we're going to do one more pass at the rookie's weathering just to really show top to bottom how this guy turned out. We got an amazing, I think he's O positive blood type on his shoulder. That's a decal, right? I cannot paint that small. We've also got the UNSC Eagle with the globe and the UNSC writing, which have already been weathered into the figure, make him look nice and painted on, not like a sticker. If you're interested in how I did that, please check out the last stream. We really go in depth with the Snow Scout on the best way to get your decals, the water slide decals. You also see me the most stressed out that I typically get in my life. I have kids, and water decals stress me out more than that. I hate doing them, but man, the results just, you can't beat it. We've got his back. Some nice chipping, weathering on his leg armor. Backpack. Last stream had to fix his backpack. I painted this entire thing, this whitish green, or whitish gray, which was not accurate. This guy is not 100% accurate, but that one was pretty glaring, right? Can't leave that the way it is. And I am just so happy with how the rookie turned out. So, without further ado, let's get his visor glossed up, because as you can see right now, it's kind of just a matte blue, right? And we want to gloss that up. We want it to look like it's a nice, shiny, clean visor. We're going to use Vallejo gloss varnish. This, I will never use another gloss varnish just because this one has never failed me. And I'm a creature of habit whenever it comes to my figures. If I find one thing that works, it's really hard for me to change, because once I have a system, if I switch product and it ruins my figure, it's one of those things that makes you not want to work on figures for a little bit. All right, let's get this nice and wet, and let's gloss this up. So I like to really water down my gloss whenever I do the visors, just so that it flows evenly across. Especially the Rookie has grooves in his visor, and so if we get that to flow nicely across, we're gonna get an amazing finish at the end with no brush strokes. That's the goal of your visors, right? You want it to look like, yeah, that's glass. Someone has to see through that to stay alive. And I think it's just really cool to put that extra effort in as a painter or as a customizer, just so we make sure it looks realistic. If you have a flat finish on your visor, how's someone gonna see through that, you know? All right, and I know it looks, wow, that really brightened it up, right? No, that's just because it's wet, and the gloss varnish is actually a kind of, it's very white. So if you look on your palette, it's a very bright, vibrant white. When it dries clear. And I'm having leakage on this brush painter again. I'm gonna crash out. This is really frustrating. Water's all over my desk, but at least it's not affecting the figure. While this dries, we can check. The figure itself, really, he doesn't have any more lights. You know, he's a stealth operator. ODSTs, they don't have anything that's gonna make them stand out in the environment. So while our visor dries, we can move on. We've got our assault rifle. That super glue took really nice. So now we can go ahead and gloss up the flashlight end. My goal here is to really make it look like it's a lens, you know. So we've got a little bubble of the actual gloss varnish there. And when it dries, you'll see like this very thin layer of just shiny poking off of your black model, and it really makes it worth it. Next, I love to varnish with gloss my lights, anything that's illuminated. So we're gonna gloss up the sides of the assault rifle, these little green illuminators. I'm sure someone who has even more Halo knowledge than me can tell me what they're for. To me, it's just like, hey, rifle's working. So we're gonna go ahead and gloss those up. There we go. And for the ammo counter, I was really proud of my little 32. Wow, that's actually coming through really good on the camera. Not the right font, but it's freehand, so, you know, show me some grace. I'm super happy with actually getting an actual presentable 32 in that ammo counter, so we're just gonna gloss it up as well. Oh, and we've actually got bubbling in our varnish, so we're gonna go ahead and take that off. Never want to leave bubbles in your varnish. It will ruin your finish. So we're gonna just use your dry, empty brush and just suck it back up is my goal here. And we're gonna start again. Okay, let's try that one more time. Keep in mind, varnish is your final coat. It is your sealer. it is what you should be shooting to be your last paintbrushes on your model. So obviously, if it's not a smooth finish, start over. You know, it's not a waste of time. You'll always benefit from putting that little extra effort in. There we go. That looks great. All right, we can go ahead and put this guy on a clip. Just to let him dry. Actually, we're good. Set it on the side. And we can see rookie visor drying up pretty nice. No, absolutely no brush marks. And that's exactly what we're going for. And this, of course, is where it's pulled from the gloss. We're actually going to do 2 coats with the gloss for his helmet before we finish up. And eventually, I was talking about this last stream. I have this Halo 3 chain gun that is really, it's a really beat up bottle, unfortunately. I received it like this, and so it needs a lot of sanding work. There's some polygoning on it. I actually really don't know what I'm gonna do about that. As you can see, you've got actual straight lines that's on this is a curved surface. Arrived with a hole. So this one I'll probably work on off stream, and then maybe once I get it presentable, I'll paint it on stream, because I'm really excited for the rookie to be toting his chain gun, right? The strong silent type. But I'm just not comfortable with actually finishing this model yet, or painting it. I really want to still do the model some justice. And of course, there's some more print failure in here. Like I said, it's how I got it, so you just got to make do. But still, really excited for him to have it eventually. All right, he's still drying up. Okay, so literally the rookie is like 1 step from being done. You know what, actually, since we had some paint rub here, I'm gonna save this, right? Or at least I'm gonna try to. So I'm gonna take some black and gray and kind of splash across this point where the paint rubbed off so badly. And we are going to just consider it some battle damage. Unfortunately, I really don't want to go back and recreate the camo pattern because I had some paint rub. We can just make the rookie look lived in. So we're gonna mix some paints here. So we're gonna mix Vallejo Cold Gray and Vallejo Black. Just try to blend this in. Unfortunately, it looks like it actually scraped off the primer as well. And that must have been done even after I sealed. So unfortunately, maybe I just didn't have a good seal, or that joint is just that tight. So now we are just going to take not a ton of paint on our brush and just darken this area. I actually don't know if it's going to adhere to the armor without a primer. Oh yeah, there we go. It's working just fine. Make it almost look like part of the camo, right? It's a sizable chunk, unfortunately, so whenever I'm posing, I'm really gonna have to think about, hey, is he just gonna strip all the paint off of this armor? That's okay. Honestly, I just want a rookie on the shelf. If he's not in the exact pose I want, we'll work towards it. Yeah, there we go. Let's just put a little more. And what we're gonna do, it's a little too light for the armor pattern. So we're gonna do almost, you could consider it a black wash, maybe, would be the best thing to do. over that just to blend into the armor just a little more. Looks like we actually have a little paint rub on this side as well. Unfortunately, this hip armor, the belt, is not flex. It is pretty sturdy resin. So we're gonna have to work with what we've got here. Yeah, not too bad. While that dries, he's 2 steps from being done, okay? I'm ready to move on. I'm so ready. Our next custom that we're gonna work on means a lot to me because it's linked to more so my personal life. So I love Halo, and when Halo Infinite came out, I no-lifed the shit out of the game. I could not play anything else. And me and my wife play games together all the time. And so during that time, that's all I wanted to play. And I was lucky enough that my wife agreed to play Halo Ranked, Halo Infinite Ranked with me. And actually, we climbed to Onyx, right? And I've never been to Onyx since. I probably won't ever get there again. I get to Diamond and then I want to die. But, you know, her Spartan stuck out to me so much. And we actually spent money on the game too to get the cat ears for the stock helmet. And so our next custom is going to be my wife's Spartan with a few creative liberties, right? I don't have the emblems from her armor, but I've got some things that mean a lot to me that I know will mean a lot to her, just to tie it back to my wife. And so a lot of this work also has already been done, right? So the main thing we're going to be doing on stream is detail work, because all of this was done with the rattle can that you see. I've done a little bit of paint work on the legs. It's like the black, pretty much all the black that you see here was hand painted with a brush, or brush painted, I guess. And what else do we have? Her Spartan also had seen some shit. Her Spartan had all the prosthetics. So both legs and both arms were prosthetic. And luckily Hot as Fuzz Customs has the prosthetics. So I've already fitted these to the armor. Everything is ready to go. It's just left is painting the details and assembly. The base body for this one was actually the Jazzwares Spartan Collection Red Mark 7. So we have the knee pad. And surprisingly, this is actually a Tamiya spray. It is their Race Pink, I believe, is the name of the color. And it is just beautiful. It's so nice. It looks like bubblegum pink, which is exactly her Spartan from Infinite. I even ordered the damn shoulder pads that she uses because the stock ones are close, but hey, it's all about accuracy, right? Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, and I don't even have my Spartan on the shelf, but I changed mine. I'm a prima donna, right? I love to just change my Spartan around in Infinite. They always are adding new stuff, especially with the new, what's it called? The Spartan shop, where you can get the old pieces that I was broke, so I didn't buy the battle pass. And so now, like, I have my, I have my like Japanese theme, like the Samurai Spartan that I sometimes run in ranked. I have my ODST that I run in the Mark 5B base. I love the Mirage armor, right? And I will buy a Mirage kit and make a Mirage Spartan in that Spartan collection size eventually. But for now, that's where I'm at. And of course, even the Mark IV armor, when they added that, I have a second account on Infinite because who wants to sweat all the time? And I only run Mark IV on that account because it's the most sexy armor stock out of anything in the game. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up some water from this damn paintbrush cleaner. But yeah, love the customization in Infinite. but her Spartan just means so much more to me because it didn't really change. This one we're going to be doing a kind of new techniques, right? We're going to be doing a gloss red, kind of metallic, almost pearlescent style visor. And of course, next stream, I'll have some reference pictures. I want to try to put the reference picture up of what I'm working on stream so you guys can see what I'm going for, at least. So I have some screenshots for Spartan from Infinite that I'll have on maybe a little slideshow so you can see what we're going for. Should be a lot of fun. And you might wonder, well, what's the Spartan's weapon going to be? My wife hates the battle rifle. My wife hates the DMR. She loves the sidekick. So I'm going to try to put 7 sidekicks on this Spartan, okay? She's gonna have one in both holsters. One hand will have a sidekick. I'll put one on her back. She's gonna have sidekicks everywhere. My wife loves the pistol and I suck. We actually did a 1v1 and she beat me using the sidekick. I don't know how, I can't use it. But yeah, she's the GOAT with the sidekick. Really excited to get this one started though. And also, like I said, this is from Hot as Fuzz Customs. He actually makes the female Spartan waist. So that's why, as she should. Exactly. So that's why we're going to stick with this, this more tapered waist. It looks amazing. But one thing I love about Infinite, yeah, you have female Spartans, but they look like Spartans that just happen to be female. You know, everyone blends together. It's not gross. I love it. I love the way that they did the armor system in Infinite. It's just beautiful. Say what you will about the game. It fell off. It's sad. I still play it, but I love Infinite. And I love the customization. All right. Off of that tangent, back to our ODST. So we have our paint dry on both thighs. So we can go ahead and touch that up. And our visor is looking beautiful. As you can see, that's exactly what we're going for. No brush strokes. And actually it looks like we still have some pooling along the seams. So he's gonna have to wait a little longer, but we'll go ahead and take the helmet off just so we're not moving it too much. Let it dry. Let's check on our assault rifle. Nice gloss on our green lights, illuminators. And the gloss on the ammo counter is just out of this world. I'm so excited. And look, you can't even tell that I broke it at the start of stream. Isn't that nice? That's the thing about customizing. You break shit and you just fix it and then you deal with it. You know, hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's a lot of different reference pictures for the color of the ODST's visors. Like in Halo 3, they're a lot deeper navy. In ODST, they seem a little bit lighter. And the rookies, even different references, just looks different. So the reason I really wanted to go with this gloss is because in some light it looks dark, some light it looks a lot lighter. So I'm hoping that that'll translate well when we finish up. With our SOCOM, has the nice gloss on the flashlight lights. All right, so let's go ahead and try to weather in our 2 points of paint rub, just with some black. And it's looking like this will just be a continuous, if I want to pose my rookie, I'm gonna have to be working with some, it's just constant fixing and improving. So I'm almost gonna use like a dry brush technique just to blend this discolored portion in. And I know that looks really dark on camera, but it's a super thin coat. So we're gonna let that dry up. Maybe I'll pull just a little bit off. pull just a little bit off, water it down just a little bit more. Hey, what's going on, Mikey? We are just finishing up our rookie from ODST. This is ODST is a requirement once we play Reach, okay? It's not negotiable. We've got to get you on Halo. Even if you hate it, we got to play. ODST has one of the best OSTs in the history of video games. I know you love original soundtracks, right? ODST is so good. It's got its great energetic moments. It's got these soothing but unsettling beats. You got to check it out. I know your taste in music. You got to check it out. You'll love it. And as you can see, wow, see, already it's blending in. That's exactly what we were going for. And especially since I know this is going to be a continuing issue where I'm going to have to keep touching up this figure. It's okay if it doesn't match 100%, but as long as it flows, I'll peep it. I'm a sucker for a good OST. I'm telling you. Now, so of course there's very little, I don't know if there's any actual vocalization on the music, but just stellar. I mean, amazing composing, which surely, have you checked out any of the Halo soundtracks? I gotta ask. Let's see. Is that gloss finishing up? Okay. But you got to check out, I mean, all of them. You got to check out 3's soundtrack, 2's soundtrack. Why am I saying all of them? Yeah. I've put my child to sleep with the soundtracks from definitely Halo 3. And then there was a little like, kind of like a lo-fi spin on just overall the Halo records, and yeah, put my kid to sleep a couple times. Yeah, oh, Reaches is insane too. They really I don't know if they put a lot of money into it, but they put a lot of effort into the soundtracks. All right, we got to take a quick pause. There's water all over my desk. So let me show you guys what I'm working with. I was really excited for this thing. Oh, Yakuza music. Man, I like put myself to sleep with Yakuza videos for a long time. But so I'm using this, it's an auto brush cleaner. And unfortunately, it doesn't work as advertised. The water just spills out everywhere. And as you can see, it's empty. This was full at the beginning of stream. It just ran out. I think I might have to invest in something a little better. Just spend a little bit more money, because I'm not shitting you. My desk is covered in water right now. I got this nice hobby mat on top, and it's wet underneath. I don't know if you can see the water moving underneath, but yeah, you know, you live and learn, right? All right, Rookie. I'm ready for you to be done. I'm so ready. Our visor is completely dry. I'm gonna do something a little crazy. We're gonna darken this gloss just slightly, right? I've never done this before. I don't know why I'm doing it now. But I've heard that you can darken a varnish just slightly, and that's exactly what I want to do with this visor. I just want it to be just a little darker. So you can see, okay. So that's the shade that we're working with now. So all I've done is just add a touch of black to our varnish, nice and watered down. I'm gonna spread it out and see what our final result is. And unfortunately, we've got some bubbles. That's not caused by our mixing. If you can see, these bubbles on that visor would just kill your finish. So that's why I'm so adamant to get those out. You'll just have a random little circle on a glass faceplate. And there's nothing you can do to fix it after other than just really thin down your varnish and keep going, do it again and again. And it's really not wanting to come out of there. That's perfect. All right. I'm actually going to put the head back on the figure now, just so it's kind of can dry standing up, because my varnish is thin enough where it will flow. Yeah, it's really, really frustrating. Even on, I do a lot of clone trooper. I do way too many clone troopers. I'm obsessed. There's something in like the Black Series community called a cloner where it doesn't matter what Hasbro puts out, you just want more clone troopers. I'm not quite that bad, but when it comes to my customs, that's where most of my time goes, because there's so many that Hasbro won't do. And so when you're doing these tiny clone visors and you get a bubble, and then all of a sudden, you're like this figure. So this is Hauser, right? And he didn't even take that long, really. He maybe took 6 hours of work, like cumulative, even like letting paint dry, sealing, all that kind of stuff. And then you get a bubble in the visor and you just have to restart pretty much the whole helmet. Oh my God, it's the most frustrating thing. But yeah, I love my clones, and I love doing visors, and hate it. It's a love-hate relationship, because whenever you get a result like this, you just chef's kiss. Oh God. Also, I'm super clumsy, so I'm sure this won't be the first 3D print that I break. I haven't managed to break anything flex yet, which is nice. And unfortunately, right after I ordered this rookie kit, Hottest Fuzz Customs put out a flex. I think he's got a flex belt, flex torso, all these different flex parts. And when I say flex, so flex resin, let me explain. So normal resin is considered like ABS-like, so it's very firm, but it can bend a little bit. But it doesn't have, what is it? I'm trying to think of my terms. Malleability, I think, is the folding ability to fold. Whenever you fold it, whenever you get the stress doesn't go away. Once you stress the material, it will never return to what it was before. With flex resin, you can bend it past a point of stress. There's no essentially stress point unless you pinch the material. So this guy, if I would have flex on the belt, it would flex out of the way of these leg pieces and we wouldn't have this paint rub. But unfortunately, I ordered this kit before he did the flex. And I didn't talk to him about trying to get any flex pieces because I didn't know. Flex is pretty new to me. None of my figures have flex except for the most recent ones that I've done, like the Snow Scout. This piece, his, I don't know what to call it, groin armor with his belt are all flex. And without that, I would have had to break the figure to get this piece on because these hips on these old Hasbro figures do not come off. It would have been the worst thing ever. But yeah, all my stuff, even so, like Commander Jet, these tiny little belts, his comma clips are standard resin. If I try to bend this, it's going to snap right in half. And flex, you can actually move your figure around way more. But is the comma flex? No. So even with the comma or so this skirt, if you try to bend this, it'll bend like to here. It'll bend, it's got the slightest give, and that's it. Because I don't know how to print flex resin, but we'll work into it. All right. So guys, I am thinking our rookie is done. And I want to try, every time I end a stream with a completed figure, I really want to have a posing period, right? I play with my figures. I love posing. I love seeing what they can and can't do. It might lead to some breaks like it did. So I actually broke one of the hands on this guy because I was just trying to fit the binoculars in. And so that'll be the last, probably what, maybe 5-10 minutes that we do here. So if you guys got anything you want to talk about while I'm playing with dolls, just let me know and we can chat. So first off, let's just show off that visor one more time. The matte finish on the armor, our blended broken pieces. Not broken, that's not the right word. Our scraped pieces from the armor. So this guy's base is a G.I. Joe Flint, which I don't collect G.I. Joes. I don't know their names. So if any of you collect G.I. Joes, I'm not trying to be insulting. I don't know. And I never will. I literally buy G.I. Joes to cut them up for other stuff. Well, Halo mainly. G.I. Joes seem to match the scale of the Jazzwares Spartan Collection figures the most. Just because G.I. Joes they're built kind of like really bulky, buff guys. And so they actually end up fitting in with these just towering super soldiers from Jazzwares. And we can see we get really good posability with those G.I. Joes. It's just insane. Hasbro, say what you will about them, they do G.I. Joes a lot of justice. So let's see if we can get them down into a low. I know we just talked about paint rub, so I'm not really going to move the rookie's legs a lot. I'm going to try to keep them together as much as I can. So we've got a decent... Let me zoom out just a little bit, guys. Sorry. There we go. We've got a decent low ready pose. This is the ODST I think about when I really try to remember what I'm trying to paint. And as for the SOCOM, so my goal for most of the time is it's just going to be stuck to his thigh. I was thinking about doing magnets and drilling into the armor, but with how brittle this resin is, I really didn't want to risk it just putting a crack down the whole side of his leg. So we're just going to use sticky tack. So this is just blue tack. And we're going to put a tiny dot. And we're going to go on a side where the magnetic little snaps are. We're going to put this down. And of course, you're the one putting it on your shelf. So you can pose where people can't see, or you yourself as the collector can't see that sticky tack underneath. And it looks like he just has his pistol holstered on his side. Super happy with that. All right, so we got a nice SMG pose. Let's go for the AR. Come on now, swing around there. There we go. And I did experiment with the AR a little bit off camera, and it seems like you can get a pretty good aim down sight. Oh yeah. I keep finding new water on my desk. Oh, I got a visitor with some soju.
Drink fast, 'cause
Okay. I mean, water. Just a nice, healthy water.
I don't know what. Oh, dude, I don't think this is a shot. I think this is a shot and a half.
That's fine. It's soju. Come back. Oh, yeah? Come back. Yeah, fun juice.
Oh my god.
It says like grape juice.
Dude, that shit is good.
Yeah. You want to check them out? Very clean. Man, you know, my only problem with doing ODSTs... Oh, yeah, you want to show off the
Yep.
soju?
Tsunari.
Oh, not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
But, so the only problem with doing ODSTs,
Yummy.
the kits are so expensive. And that's no slight against 3D printers. Like, I get it. I have a 3D printer. It's expensive to print. It takes so much time. No sponsorship. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Get sponsored by soju, just get unlimited soju for life? Jesus. That's the dream. But they're just so expensive. I would love to do all of Alpha 9. But I think by the end of it, you would spend alone just in the kits. Math. $480 just for the kits? And by the time you buy the weapons for the kits too, I just can't do it. I would love to, but if you have one to do, you gotta do it, man. It's so much fun. And funny enough, oh my God, wait, Forge Monitor. Wait a minute. Talk about... Okay, I'm gonna be a sponsor or like a spokesman for Forge Monitor because he made me this incredible... Look at it, he's so damn big, you can't even fit him on stream, on the cam. He made me this incredible Arbiter. Oh, whoa. Okay, wait, let me settle down. He made me this incredible Halo 2 Anniversary Arbiter. And it is probably the coolest figure in my collection. I don't know how to get rid of that spam. I thought I set it up, but I only have him with the carbine right now. And I actually have some more weapons on order just to have in his hands randomly. But this guy is insane, right? Okay, so let's show the scale because the Spartan Collection Elites are like 8 inches tall. They're huge. The Spartan Collection Spartans are like 7 inches tall. Still huge. A regular ass human in armor is like 6 inches tall. Tell me that Halo isn't scary as hell. Like, how do you fight someone that's double your size? Mass, everything. But yeah, I had to show off. It just occurred to me that you're in the chat, man. Because yeah, your Arbiter is always on display in my home. No matter what. Even through the move, I put everything in the box. Brought it to the new house. He was immediately on my desk. Lore accurate, yeah. Mikey, go check out, you can look him up on Instagram, Forge Monitor, just at Forge Monitor. He does insane Halo customs. So, maybe once you be Reach with your set Spartan, he even does like, he will find your armor pieces that you want for your figures, order them, paint them up. It's insane work. Like, one more time. Plus, it's the Arbiter. Keith David, you got a glaze, just a touch. He deserves it. Like, is glaze okay? Oh my God. But insane, man. And now I've got my little. Of course, man. Of course, I'll try to put a clip up. Once I'm still new to Twitch, but I'll be sure to make a highlight for you, man, because it means a lot that you're here. But yeah, look at that size difference. Wild. All right. Okay, you know what? One more play. Listen, I'm into collecting figures to make them do stuff and make them look cool. Let's see if I can make him hold the rookie because he's so just huge. Luke, Mikey, have you ever, let's see. Oh my God, he could definitely just like, he's like a little baby. Look at that. He's giving him a little ride. You could, that's insane. Mikey, do you even know that Keith David is the voice of the Arbiter? Like, we gotta play Halo 2, I think, like right away. Oh my God, more soju? Yeah, all right, here, we gotta earn the sponsorship. Put in the camera, you know, like, and do the, oh, it's not soju? Okay, cool. Okay, so you knew, what are you giving me?
Dude, it's so good.
Are you giving me the screwball?
Mm-hmm. I tried it a little.
Man, I love peanut butter.
Dude, it's really good.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. The
Like
screwball sponsorship? I bet to most people, the fact that, oh man, your tattoos look good in the camera. The fact that you could drink peanut butter whiskey is just absolutely foul.
That's yummy.
All right, here you go. Thank you so much. That was delicious.
Want more?
No.
Okay.
No more.
I'm like already feeling it.
Yeah, I'll do soju, but I think I'm good on liquor.
Liquor.
Hardly know her. Thank you. All right. Yeah, screwball does go hard. That's my morning. If I don't have anything to do, if I don't have the kids, if I have literally zero responsibility, screwball and some coffee with a little bit of milk. Oh my God. Delicious. All right, but we're kind of coming to an end, guys. Today, really, I just wanted to have a quick stream, finish up the rookie, show off what we're going to be doing next. I'm pretty sure we're going to go ahead and work on my wife's Spartan, but I have one more project that is almost done. So I have a backlog of things where I started, and then just the move happened or children happened, and so they kind of got pushed to the side. I'll grab it, we'll show it off, and I'll see what you guys think about doing it kind of in tandem, because I kind of did the rookie and the Snow Scout at the same time. Let me grab them really quick. All right, so the next one, because I was trying to go back and forth on what do people want to see made, and I just think, I know like Kevy Hobby on Instagram does some work in progress type stuff with his Spartan customs. And I know you do too, Forge Monitor, but who live streams it, right? And who would be interested in seeing a live stream of Halo custom? So this one I'm gonna definitely do next, just because it means a lot to me and hopefully people care about it. But what we can work on at the same time, you know I said I'm not a cloner, but damn, I love clones, is, let me get it out of the, as you can see, it's in a bag because I had to move and I just needed to get everything over here. Which, shout out to Mikey for helping me move all my dolls. But we've got a clone Flame Trooper from Geonosis. So pretty much this guy has just been primed and the base coat done. And honestly, Forge Monitor, I don't know if you're a big Star Wars fan. I'm actually not tracking if you are or not. But I am. I'm a huge Halo and Star Wars all the way. But this arc, when I was younger, landing at Point Rain, was the coolest thing. I hate Geonosians. I hate Geonosis like as a concept, because it's just, the separatist stronghold and these bugs that are just taking out clones. So whenever I saw let me see. I've seen other customizers and 3D printers make the kits with, they make their own interpretation of the kit. And theirs are nice. There's nothing wrong with how they did their kits. I just saw Mandalorian Business's kit, and the way he did the helmet is just, to me, the exact perfect way I would picture the translation to live action. And I know this body is super cut up. Like this is this is what you deal with whenever you want a perfect custom, right? You have to just cut down. Let me get the rookie out of the way, and we'll do some final shots of him at the end. So he's taped up right now to actually do his yellow, but you just cut down everything that you can. And I just have him kind of on standby. Oh, really? Okay. That's awesome, because I grew up, when I was growing up, I grew up with Star Wars. Just in my house, we always had Star Wars. I remember we had the original VHS. I think it was the special edition, so it was the one that had been changed and stuff. So most of the people, like the purists, were like, no, the special edition's fake. I'm like, well, that's what I grew up with. So to me, that's the real stuff. Like, that's the real shit to me. But growing up, I always had Star Wars. And the first movie that I remember seeing in theaters was Attack of the Clones on Geonosis. So it's a soft spot for me. And then when 2003 Clone Wars came out, I was, the Tarkovsky series? I was 6 years old, 7 years old. And I remember I would wait and wait and wait for those mini episodes. Oh my God, like I could not get enough. But it was mini episodes. I can't even remember how long they were, 5-10 minutes. And whenever they announced the newest, so they did the Clone Wars movie, it just blew my mind. But unfortunately, at that point, I was getting to the point where liking Star Wars wasn't cool, which I fell into that, right? I got, not bullied, but you kind of just accept that the people around you, they just don't like Star Wars anymore. So you just kind of push it back, and I hated that. I wish I wouldn't have done that. But then as an adult, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, Star Wars is still cool. Who gives a shit? I'm going to watch Star Wars. I don't care. And the Clone Wars, going back through it as an adult, was amazing. I also never watched Rebels, but me and my wife started watching Rebels, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. When it came out, I was like, oh, that's a kid's show. The animation's different. It's a kid's show. And it really made me and my wife connect over Star Wars. Yeah, and why did people love to hate on Star Wars? They made more, Star Wars has made more money than most people will ever see or ever will hope to see in their lives. Why hate on it? Leave it alone. But I digress. I got off on a tangent. But yeah, love Clone Wars. And so yeah, this guy, I'm pretty sure we're going to do in tandem. I'm actually going to be doing, you might notice this armor is super brown. It's like this reddish brown color, and the body, the base body, super, super white. So I'm actually going to be trying using the fabric dye, the synthetic dye that I've used before. I've used their black dye. It's the Ritmore synthetic dye. I've used it a ton. I actually used it on the rookie's base body because this guy is actually a green camo. Now these days everything is a geek slash nerd, not a bad. Of course, yeah. No, it's like it came back around, and I wish that I would have never have gotten out of it. Dude, that's so true. Everything now, everybody has just this, I don't know, you'd say geeky or nerdy culture has just exploded, where people can just openly say, dude, I love Star Wars, or I love Overwatch, or I love, whatever it is. And no one talks shit, and I love that, because who cares? Like what you like. But yeah, so with the dye, this guy, actually his base body is this bright greenish camo. It's got a pattern, and you can actually still see the pattern. I don't know if you actually can on stream, but you can see the, hey, I like you too. Whoa. Ramen Fitzy. You can actually see the pattern got dyed in, but it almost went to a multicam black style, where, because black doesn't occur naturally. It just doesn't. It's actual pure black. So it's got this nice, oh, I'm out of frame. It's got this nice sheen to it. And this was with black dye. So I'm really excited to try the brown dye with this base body. 2 reasons for that is, one, these old Hasbro figures have pretty obvious joints. No matter what you do, you can't really hide these joints. And paint likes to rub in here. So I'm going to sand still, because the number one go-to, hey, to prevent paint rub, sand your joints down so that they're just a touch bit looser. That way the paint doesn't get scraped off. But it still happens. I've done that. It still happens no matter what. So the point of the die, it actually gets into these joints. And that way, whenever you actually want to pose your figure, you know, like this guy, right? If he's burning a bug, he's going to be like out. He's got a stance. And you want to be able to show that off without having a white knee. So these guys are the same unit. So Commander Jet is this unit's commander. And unfortunately, I didn't know anything about dye at the time. All the paint has rubbed off of his ankles. Now this is a secret, so don't share this, you know. But yeah, the paint on the ankles is white and it sucks and I hate it. But whenever it's on the shelf, you can't tell. You know, you can't tell. But I know, because I made the figure. So I really wanted to try to do something new with this one, just to make him look just that much better. And for example, if someone ordered this figure from me, says, hey, I want you to make this Flame Trooper. I want him to be able to pose it however he wants on his shelf and not see that white paint, not have that distraction. Because I do have commissions open. They've been open for a while. I've only done, I think 1 kit and 3 figures. And I want them to get a product that I would want on my shelf. And the product I want on my shelf is, hey, I don't see different colored paint in the joints. So that's why I'm really excited to try out that die. All right, let me get this out of the way. Let's finish up with the rookie. We're gonna go ahead and call it on the stream today. Oh, there's so many pieces. Why did I open this all? You guys could have just seen like 2 things and it was fine. But yeah, we're gonna do these in tandem. Mikey actually picked out the next custom. It is Clone X. Let me go ahead and pull up a reference pic. Let me see. Clone X. Bad Batch. Get a good picture. And it's going to be on my phone because I'm a boomer. I'll eventually have pictures ready for stream. But so it is actually... Oh my God. It's this guy from Bad Batch. So Mikey actually picked the next custom. Next custom. The one that will start from scratch. Really excited to work on him. He's going to be kind of similar to the rookie. Super dark colors. But the fun thing about really dark figures is bringing out the differences, bringing out the details to where he's not just plain. Use that weathering, you use some edge. So actually, I hate edge highlighting. I've never done it with a figure. For Clone X, we're going to be doing edge highlighting because that's how he's animated. He actually has around pretty much every edge on his armor, every different point, he has this light gray black, like this gray black outline on every raised edge. So we will be edge highlighting him. So that one is going to be really fun. So 2 more figures, then we'll start Clone X. Let's see. I think that's it. I think we're going to call it there. One more little fun pose session with the rookie. This assault rifle would be perfect if I ever decide to make a buck. Buck is actually my favorite ODST. I just finished Edge. Uh-oh. I said the magic word. Buck is actually my favorite ODST. I love his character. I love Nathan Fillion, first of all. Like, who doesn't? I don't care if you're a woman, man, straight man, gay man. Nathan Fillion is he's just it. And Buck is my favorite ODST. I love his attitude. I just finished the book, Halo New Blood, which covers Alpha 9 before the rookie. Hey, man, you can't beat him. Covers before the events of Halo 3 ODST. Covers after. covers some of the insurgency stuff, and then moves on to him joining the Spartan program. It is such a good book. Highly recommend, even if you're not a Halo fan. It's so well written. Just really can't recommend it enough. But I am so happy with how he turned out. And now, unfortunately, he's just another figure that will sit on my shelf and stare at me, and I'll be so happy. But I'll also be sad because I can't touch him as much as I want to because his paint is gonna chip. But we'll go ahead. Commission a buck? You know what? Hey, you can PM me after this. Hey, okay. Yeah, so let's see. Who can we go through for Nathan Fillion characters? You got Cade 6, you got Buck. God, he's been in so much stuff. You can't even like TV. You could even get like a rookie or what is it? What's that show? He's a cop. I think it is The Rookie, which is crazy. You get like the rookie figure of him as a cop in LA. You could do so many things to build a Nathan Fillion. Yeah, The Rookie. Yeah, you could build so many things to do a Nathan Fillion shelf. And damn, that's a good idea. Message me after this because I just want to set the expectation. Just the kit alone for Buck is like $80. Okay? And that's the kit. That doesn't include the base figure, and that's not me like upcharging. Forge Monitor can speak to this. Halo customs are expensive. Oh yeah, he does. I think he just is one of the like numbered Marines, right? Which even, okay, so Katie Sackhoff, who is just amazing. I actually met her at a Comic-Con and got her signature on a Bo-Katan. She's a voice of like a numbered Marine in Halo 3. Malcolm Reynolds. Okay, I haven't seen Firefly. But see, look at that. You already know. But yeah, just to set the expectation, just the kit is $80. And then you got to get the G.I. Joe, which is $20. And so that's $100 before you even put a brush to figure, right? So just to set the expectation. But I would gladly make you one. And I would probably do it on stream because these are really fun to make. But you can message me after this on Insta. So this is probably the pose we're going to keep him in. When I think ODST and I think the Rookie, I don't think of him holding an assault rifle. I just really wanted to paint it up. It's from Xanthar Customs. I don't know where he got it. I just really wanted to keep it up. Yeah, it really can be. But, you know, for like, because I do a ton of Star Wars is way cheaper to make. Star Wars is so much cheaper. I have made so many Star Wars figures. I could probably make three full Star Wars customs for the cost that it takes for one Halo figure. And that's not a slight against the creators and the printers. It's just, I think they have that scarcity where they can, first of all, they can charge what they want. Second, they have to do so much more work with the files because there's just so much more out there for Star Wars. And yeah, the base bodies are so much more expensive for Halo too. Like G.I. Joes are just more expensive. But yeah, the time too. To be fair, if I actually just worked on this guy, which, okay, now I don't know how long it takes you to do Forge. If you could tell me how long it takes you to make an Arbiter, I would love to know because I feel like it's an insane amount of time, especially with this finish, this metallic like chromey armor. But time for the Rookie, it really wasn't that time intensive. It was just a lot of tiny steps that grow into a lot. But yeah, there we go. Done with our Rookie. I cannot wait to do more Halo stuff in the future. I want to do some more Marines. I want to finish the Sergeant Johnson, things like that. Unfortunately, money-wise, I just can't justify it right now. But and plus I have 12 Star Wars kits just waiting, and they're like literally, I'm staring at them and it's so tempting I'm really bad about getting ADHD on, okay, well, I'm gonna go work on this. Okay, this guy's almost done. Now let's start on this one. So I really, especially for stream, I really want to focus in and finish, like, probably 2 at a time will be the norm. But yeah, I'm so happy with this guy. One more turnabout, just because I'm obsessed. Let's get that hand out of the way. And Forge, be sure, if you don't mind, hit me up if you have a source for decals for Halo. I have to guess 9 to 11. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever had a custom take that long. Okay, you know what? I lied. Maybe the Commandos, just because you have to do so much dremeling and work and just cutting and... But even this one just plain white. So no, there's no way he took that long. That's crazy, man. You're a saint. If you made a video on that, I think you do very well, because I don't know anyone who does Halo figures that doesn't know your Arbiter figures and how crazy they are. Like, they're so good. So good. I mean, I almost want like a Halo 3 one. You know, just, hey, do the same thing. Just make him bronze. But, yeah, man, that's crazy. 9 to 11 hours. Jeez. Mikey, what do you think? That's like a whole army for Warhammer. Almost. Maybe not a whole army, but that's a lot. That's a lot. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I really appreciate you saying he looks good, because labor of love. I feel like if someone started making ODST figures, they could print money for a little bit. You know, it wouldn't make money in the long term. They would need to do a limited run. But if one of these toy companies picked up ODSTs and just... There's tons of nostalgia out there for Halo 3 ODST. You could print money for like six months a year. You could announce it, right? I know DTG Figures, he did a complete, like, his own interpretation of the ODST armor. And I know it did really well. People love it. Especially with a mass-produced thing, it's just so easy to sell. Let me check for messages really quick. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, one more thing before I end, just to have it on stream. I don't know. Dude, I wish there was more. Oh, right? Could I just not get an Elite Minor? You know, just a plain blue Elite? You know? Oh, they're 8 inches. I think I said 7 earlier. Yeah, because they're huge, right? And or like a Shipmaster. They could, maybe it's not printing money. I'm sure that there's problems with selling Halo. I mean, even the Jazzwares Vault, where they have like the Spartan Yokai, that I was so hyped for. It's still in stock. You can order it easy. Like, I don't think they sell well, unfortunately, or maybe they overproduce. I don't know what the issue is, but more elites would just be... So my soft spot is the Halo 3 elites. Yeah, World of Halo. So my problem is, the only World of Halo set that I have is the Warthog run with RB and Chief. So it's got the Halo 3 Hog with RB and Chief, and it's an amazing set. But I don't want to collect smaller figures. Like, my scale is 6 inch. I love this scale. I love the detail. I'm even looking at like World War II and Vietnam and Global War on Terror style figures in 1/12 or 6 inch scale, because I just think it's the perfect scale. And their figures look great. I mean, the new Banshee that they did, the Banished Banshee, they look great. It's just not my thing. I don't know if people, like, I don't know the market for Halo anymore, especially with Infinite kind of being dead. I don't know how much money they can make. But I just wish there was a bigger market. And especially when you see even like the old sought after figures, like Jerome is one that comes to mind. The Noble team, people realize they're not that great of figures, and the value's just going right back down from all the peak. Which unfortunately, or no, I used the wrong one. Fortunately, I didn't buy in when the Jazzwares figures were super high value, so I was able to get them for pretty much 20, 30 bucks a piece. Most of them. Some of them, like Palmer, pretty much every Spartan that wasn't in Noble team, I got for like 10 bucks. You know? The secondary market is really bad for Halo, unfortunately, other than like McFarlane. McFarlane stuff is crazy. And I had a huge McFarlane figure collection when I was younger, and I sold them all off. Let's see, that's what I'm leaning towards. Seller keep. I'm pretty sure, didn't you do an Elite Miner and a Shipmaster bust? Galactic Armory Arbiter. Let me take a look at that. Let's see. First, I'm going to go check out your... I'm pretty sure... I thought I saw that you did a... Because I know you did the World of Halo. Yeah, you did the... I'm going to show your... your Insta on stream, but... I mean, that is just beautiful. Beautiful. Is this Galactic Armory too? Let's see. I don't know. But... it's wild. Galactic. Oh yeah, I forgot Galactic Armory. Let's see. Galactic Armory. Also, I realized I could do this on stream, but so I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a desktop view set up for stream yet because I'm not gonna game on stream just yet. So anyone watching this now or in the future, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get there. Oh my god, they even have a... Wow. I haven't checked out his page in so long. That's sick, man. Thanks for the tip. Yeah. So like, and I think statues are great. I think statues are a great way to get incredible detail for a lower price. It doesn't even look low poly. Really? Now I gotta go back one more time. Wow. If that's a low poly model, I am scared to see what you would do with an actual like print quality model. You know what I mean? Like that's insane. Oh bro, oops. That's insane. Damn. Dude. Oh, so like the blue lights you painted yourself, right? That's all freehand? And the teeth too? Damn. Insane. Insane. I was just, every stream I've done, I've not bitched, but like talked about how it makes it so much easier when your model has just those tiny little raises to keep your brush on. That's crazy. That's insane work, dude. That's wild. And like, I know you, like for your arbiters, I know they have, at least they have some raised portions, but like the faces, you know what, I'm gonna take this off just to, I'm gonna show off your work again, because look at that. Great work, man. Insane. Oh, hey, he did this cool thing. Hey, Mikey, I don't know if you're still here. He did this awesome thing. He cut off the old joint, added this metal wire, I don't know, and put a magnet in the head so you can actually still have articulation. Insane. So you can have his little tilt. Oh, his little tilts. Look up, look down. It's wild. The coolest thing. So much effort. Maybe I'll get there eventually when I want to start designing how I'm going to do things. For now, it's just, hey, I have this kit and it has to fit on this figure and I make it work. Yeah, it's really smart. Really smart. So like, for example, so I'm a huge fan of Mandalorian, and my wife and I both watched a show called Kim's Convenience, which Paul, I don't know his last name. It's slipping my mind, but Paul. Oh, dude, no, it looks fine. The neck is perfect because you don't see it. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? What you did doesn't affect how the figure sits on the shelf. You know, now granted, if you could tell, like, if his neck was just like, you know, like, if you just saw like a weird line, it would be different. But the way you did it, it works. It's perfect. Maybe it's not perfect, but it's like, I love Mandalorian though. Kim's Convenience, yeah, awesome show. So we love Appa. And Paul Lee, thank you. Paul Lee, is it Paul Lee Sung? But I got this custom head from Uncle Sam's Cantina. I actually sent it over to him just for him to paint it. I was desperate to have him on my shelf because Carson Teva is in not every episode of Mando, but he's in a ton of episodes and he doesn't have an action figure. It's bullshit. Give him a fucking action figure. You got the X-Wing pilot body. Just give him a toy. Come on. Give it to him. Lee Sun Hyung. Okay. Hung. Okay. But, so like this is my, it had a ball. The ball was too big. Chop the ball. Put the head on with sticky tack. Lee Sun Hyung. Hyung. That's what, okay. Man, you made me say he's hung. That's crazy. Anyway. The way that it fits on here, it's super basic. I haven't even painted the neck to match yet, but this is, you did something progressive and thoughtful. I just put head on figure and say, yeah, good. Oh, and if Hasbro makes a figure, I'm sure the face will not be this. It will not be this good. Granted, though, they've done a good job with some of the face prints, so maybe it would be all right. But to have him on my shelf, it means a lot to me because of my wife, because of her family, and so it's just nice. But yeah, that's my go-to customs right now. It's just, hey, I'm gonna chop this up and make it work. As you can see with this, this flame trooper, he's seen better days. This one was actually, I'm hoping to make this a thing with the flame trooper because no one has used Mandalorian Business's model to make this trooper that I've seen posted at least. And I just think his does the animations model the best justice with its realistic interpretation. GI Trooper kits did it. His looks fine. And so did Skylu 3D. Theirs looks fine. It's just, I think it loses a lot of the coolness whenever you don't have these helmet flaps, helmet armor, helmet, dangly bits actually separated from this neck gator, right? So yeah, I was cutting this guy up, and I really hope that I can make this a thing because he deserves some real credit for what he made. But all right, I've been yapping a little bit, so I think I'm gonna try to go ahead and end stream. Anything else? Any other notes from chat before I go ahead and end today? One more. Hey, thanks, Mikey. I really appreciate it, man. I had a lot of fun with this one. This one was a lot more conversive. I didn't feel like I was talking to myself so much. Oh, man. Okay. I got a rant on the Hasbro Grievous, the Black Series Grievous. He is like exactly 6 inches tall. He's so small, but they still charged 50% more for him because he's a deluxe figure. You should go get a roasty. They don't have the roasties anymore. Hey, thanks, man. I really hope you get to come out to more of the streams. But the Hasbro General Grievous is so short. and he has wrong sabers. Everything is wrong. The Bandai model kit. Hey, Forge, I'm telling you, it's expensive. But the Bandai model kit, General Grievous, it's pretty much in Japan. It's really hard to get them in the States. You have to order it either from Japan, Amazon Japan, or I don't know, I don't know. I've made a lot of friends and I guess you'd say like acquaintances in like Latin America and things like that for customs. I don't have any in Asia yet except for like Chenkakorn Customs. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I could get him to find me a Bandai Grievous kit. But if you can find one, that's what you got to do because it is perfect. It's even got his, I don't know what to call his organs, right? It has them printed in this translucent plastic where you can actually weather it yourself, make it look realistic. You got to check it out. I would love I think Hot Toys did a Grievous too, but I don't have Hot Toys money, man. I can't drop $250, $300 per figure. I can't. I can get however amount of money for, let's see, I can get like 12 Black Series for that, or, kits for Halo. But hey, you got to check it out. It's Bandai Grievous. Here, you know what? Just so you. Oh my god, I can't even tell you. Just in case you're not, I don't know if you're still on stream, but maybe you'll see this later. And plus, I don't know if you're like me, but I like everything on my shelf kind of being the same scale-ish. And so he would really fit in. I think he would be the height of your Arbiter. He's like 7 or 8 inches tall. It's crazy. And the Hasbro one is 6 inches tall, but yeah. Star Wars is fun just because some of it is so like straightforward. Like you have clones where you can just do 100 different clones that are all different somehow. Really? You painted the Bandai Grievous black? Oh man, that feels like sin. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. And I know because something with the license or like getting them to the States changed, so they went up in price too. Because they used to be like $40, you could get it. And now, the last time I tried to order one, which obviously I haven't, I would do it on stream because I love Grievous too. Really, just such a cool design. It's like $80, $90 is the cheapest you can get it. And it's literally just a cheap model kit. Like it's the cheap plastic model kits. But yeah. All right. Hey, good talk, guys. I'm so glad that you all got to come out, check out, and see finishing the rookie. Really enjoyed chatting. I'll probably try to be live a couple nights this week. Bought mine in the mall called Too Cool. Okay, I haven't even heard of that store. I think my go-to store, it was hard because I got out of collecting for a little bit and my go-to store was just eBay. So I was paying ridiculous prices for everything. And also, I'm that good old American where it's like, hey, instant gratification. I want this item. I want it now. $20 upcharge? Sure, it's the only one available. But now, like back home, like in the States, I have a few like go-to places where I can go and see what they have, and they'll order stuff for me and things like that. But overseas, I really don't have anywhere. Germany really doesn't, as far as I've experienced, really doesn't have a good collectible market. And you have to pay the euro cost, which is, the euro is worth more than the dollar, and then you have to pay the super high tax on top of that, which I know I have a couple Europeans that follow me on Insta, and I think they could definitely understand, like, wow, it's really expensive to collect over here. But yeah, I can't wait. Well, actually, I don't know. eBay is kind of fun because I love sniping. I love getting those deals at the last minute. I'm a piece of shit. I love it though. But yeah, that's something I gotta order. And if I order, I'll let you know because I want to build it on stream. I don't know how long it would take. But I would love to do a model kit on stream too. I've done the Bandai R2D2, the Bandai R5, and the Bandai C3PO. And they were such fun builds. They were so much fun. They were my first model kits, actually. And I was like 20 years old. I'd never done a model kit before. My family, like my dad, never trusted me with a model kit because he just thought I'd break it, right? And so I'm a grown-up now. I can buy my own model kits and do my own models. And yeah, they were really fun. Snap fit is nice. But all right. Hey, thank you guys so much for coming out. I'll try to stream at least 2 nights this week. We're going to go ahead and work on, like I said, the wifey Spartan, Kawaii. And then we're going to do our Flame Trooper on the side. But thanks for coming out. If you don't mind, if you got any cool clips, shoot me a message or like little parts that you liked, and I'll try to get them posted up. But I appreciate you guys. See ya. Thanks for coming out.